That makes everyone. Lamont, the tablets, if you would.
Of course.
Disable auto advance.
Yep. All right. Everyone has a tablet? Then let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. So we can figure out where the fuck we're going.
Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical.
The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted.
So now that we've established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here?
The Dawn servant said we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting Tyrol's peoples, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way.
Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tuliholol saga.
Ba-bum.
The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place?
If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track.
Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There is also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelo village, which is about the same distance.
Is this going to be our,
Pick a direction and go there first, the plot, yeah.
Yeah.
Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about the storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged Yokturol several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. Fucking rolling R's, I'm not accustomed. If we want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries.
If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us.
And off she goes. Not really any stopping her, is there?
Not really.
It would be prudent to ensure we're prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged.
Aaronvale's just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother asking. Just let's go. Let's go show you where you can stay.
He knows Wook well enough to know that once she gets a worm up her butt, there's no stopping her.
He goes.
Meow.
Did we get this one?
Such is her way.
Alright, bud boy.
Right. That's right. The reservation is under Wuklamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you.
Certainly, sir.
I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Jabal Iftai. Hoping I'm pronouncing all that correctly.
Greetings, visitors to Tuliholal, and welcome to the Farad Cabins. Whenever you are ready, I'll show you to your rooms.
to our room so we may rest our overpowered voices.
Yes, my overpowered acting, as it has been described. Ay. Okay, we didn't tell Hades about that, did we?
Huh?
He got a rave review from someone.
Yeah,
audiobooks for.
Yeah, the author of the audiobook I'm currently producing is like using TikTok to like do marketing for it and like commentate on the chapters as they're being produced and just general marketing shtick.
Mm-hmm.
And one of her more recent posts about it pretty much opened with her saying that my voice is overpowered and that I need to be nerfed because apparently, holy moly, it was very flattering to hear my voice be described in that way.
And I would nerf a little more than your voice, but that's just from years of knowing you.
What else would you nerf? By all means, speak freely.
You're DMing.
No.
Look,
DMing being the way it is a part of the fun, Jabberwock. You know that.
Jabberwock.
Look, I have the word in my head because of the mad chatter thing going on. Hush. Waiting.
Bored now. Can we go get a drink?
Yeah.
I don't think you should take a flask with you. We'll just take a few steps.
But they run out too soon.
Trust you to be the keenest to head out. But where are Aaronville and Wooklamot, I wonder? Oh, good. You're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit.
Birdman and a hobbit.
I give you credit for taking initiative, at least.
What do you mean, at least?
I am honored that the third promise would seek my advice.
I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help.
Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you.
Link pearls.
What's this?
'Tis called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances.
Is that so? What a handy thing to have. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here.
Peely must have been the easiest new race to design to implement, considering they should just reuse the kid models.
Alright.
The Tuliholal saga features a number of Tural's clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are a cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village, Okanu, is located in Kozamauka. The other, smaller fellow is one of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkopacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Wakun Pelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put that adventurer's instincts of yours to work for us? Pick our destination.
Upon completing this quest, the main scenario will branch into two quest paths. Accepting the quest from the helpful Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting the quest from the approachable Pelo, and vice versa. The second quest paths will become available from the respective NPC once you've completed the series of quests from the first path. Furthermore, story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial choice of path. Speak with the NPC you would prefer, and embark on the trail for the right of succession.
We go through both paths,
do we
and
want
we'll
to-
get our first step. Like an
All right. So what do we pick?
Herb.
Owl or hobbit?
Herb.
Or more accurately,
Berber.
do we go Peru or do we go Brazil? I think Brazil. I might be wrong. I don't actually know a whole lot about South American
Honestly, what's
regions. I just know that the Pelu Pelu are absolutely Peru.
That's fine. Let's go with Burr, because I have enough of small ruthless businessmen back in all that.
All right. I will say that of the two paths, the bird is probably my least favorite of the two. Gotta do both
Well,
of
then
them, though. So.
Well, let's just get the one you don't like out of the way.
Okay. All right, to Kozamauka. So, what is it you would like to know?
The route to Okanu. We go south through the Arch of the Dawn, then follow the road which runs alongside the Kozamauka River, is that right?
It is. Be warned, however. My brethren tell me the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution.
We'll be sure to watch our footing. Thank you.
Need to walk over a puddle with push Thanatos in and walk over him.
Now I'm worried for the Hanu. Sounds like they were hit hard by that storm. Anyway, if we're bound for Kozamauka, we should head over to the Arch. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, Master Merchant. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill at Jabal of Thai. It's all been arranged. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
No biting retort?
I'm eating.
Tacos! He got a taco before he headed
What's
out.
this guy? Oh, it's Hans. I see. New Dawn Lines. I don't know.
If I didn't have something in my mouth, he would have most likely said something along the lines of, well, you're taller. Wouldn't it make more sense to walk over you?
Longer bridge.
Yeah, I see. Size looks, that's a size single, I presume. There it is.
And lighter weight, so she'd be more buoyant.
unless she's gained a few pounds over the years.
Well, given how thick
I mean, she also doesn't make a habit of wearing thick, heavy steel.
Well,
So.
given that Thanatos is just thick in general, he had more surface area to walk over.
Are we all ready to leave? Then onward to Kozamauka. Open the way.
Onward.
Birds.
Loading screen.
So is this going to be anything like
Kozamauka,
the last
the land of
village
rainbow
of these people that
terraces.
we kind of saw in the clouds?
Yeah, I mean,
It commands the gaze
they have
of
shared
all
ancestry,
who
but they are
visit
different
without
cultures.
fail.
Okay.
The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield. Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the marshy trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
It's a pretty place.
That's not bad. Rock in the back reminds me of something.
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
What's your advance? You hear that?
Waiting on Alize's line.
Yep.
Tom.
Yep, I'm there. I'm at it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
2, 1, go!
Go.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. I told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
She's gonna step in a bog, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Fall flat on her face. With grace.
Cryo.
Cry.
There's no stopping the third promise, is there? A good thing she has Erenville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long.
Alrighty. Wait, no, hold on. That's incorrect. That is incorrect. Where did I put it? Where
Oh,
did
yes,
I
the
put it?
Uber.
Alright, Uber's here. Everyone hop in.
Onwards.
I'm upwards.
Oh, also, notice that mount actually kind of sways a bit as I turn now.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was playing.
They added sway to mounts to help go along with momentum, but neat little change. It's most prevalent on chocobos, but all the mounts have it. Now, I'm gonna talk to Wuklamot.
Look.
Out! Stupid, distracting waterfalls.
She fell in a bog, didn't she?
Oh,
She fell in a bog.
That's
Ah, everyone has arrived, and none the worse for wear. Except for a certain third promise who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings.
Hey! I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu Hanu village I was telling you about. Okanu.
Bunnies don't keep promises.
He never promised.
It's weird that the bunny is the predator here and the cat's the prey.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
It's like our friend said. The people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they're still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we can to...
Are you okay?
Find the selector.
I do not know. I
you
slept
hav-
like shit last night, so my tongue is a little...
You got nerfed.
Are you having a
He
stroke?
successfully got nerfed.
Peter Parker picked a pack of pickled peppers. Okay.
She sells seashells on a seashore.
Indeed. Well, let's do what we came to do and find this elector.
The fuck?
They
Oh, Kali!
have their own dance. And
Oh, what now?
I thought you'd been here before.
It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you heard that the last time you were here.
Well, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the third promise and her entourage. I, Zanuhali, welcome you to Okanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rite of succession. So our idea about the electors was correct. We just do as Papa said and retrace his path from the saga. I'm ready. Give me the feat and test my worth. All in good time. All in good time. In fact, I came to let you know that we're not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please, enjoy the hospitality of our village. Well, should we poke around a bit then? We might pick up some clues about the feat. You know, prepare ourselves. That's surprisingly prudent of you. What? You think I'm being too cautious? No, I'm impressed is all. You admire and respect your father, who's prone to decisive action, so I expected you to rush in first and ask questions later. Or never. I do look up to Papa, but you should know that he has a pragmatic side too. The head of reason is the thinker who takes time to consider all the possibilities. With the long naps he takes these days, though, the head of resolve is less restrained by his wisdom. I can't fault you for thinking that's all there is to him, but there's more to the Dawn servant you've seen thus far. I should like to speak with the head of reason one day. Well, I'm sure you'll catch him awake soon enough. To return to the subject at hand, you wish to take a look around Dolkanu then? Do some groundwork before the feat begins? Something like that. I mean, I could probably pass the test with my eyes closed, but it'll keep us busy while we're waiting. Wook Lamont has the right of it. Zelda Zanuhali is a resident of this village. Learning more about it can only improve our chances in the feat.
1 second. Alright, what's the voice calling next to me?
A British man has been stolen.
She was not asking if I wish for a cup of tea.
A cup of tea.
Cup
How
of tea.
very British of you.
Have a cuppa, anyway. Might I suggest a division of forces? For instance, Erinville, Alize, and Cryel could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Wook Lamont, the Trinity, and myself will handle this northern half.
Trinity.
There's
Means
3 of
you
us.
and the tag along.
Sounds good to me.
The couple and the best man.
The Triforce.
It's like the Triforce is comprised of wisdom, power, and what else?
Wisdom, power, and courage.
So
Mika is absolutely wisdom.
Not just a big power, they were pretty good courage.
probably yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. So yeah.
What's the anti-Triforce of the group then?
Eh?
The anti-Triforce?
The negative one? There's like an evil version or something. It's like that inverted triangle in the middle. It's like a negative thing or something. I don't know. I'm not a big into Zelda.
Neither am I. So
There.
yeah, never mind.
I'm not really into it, but I do not recall anything of a negative. I mean, the Triforce of Power was always like kind of like the negative part of it, considering it was always Ganondorf.
Let's go touch a blue rock.
Let's go touch a blue rock.
You tapped it out, nice.
Indeed.
Burbs.
Hello, birds. So, Gemstone Trader, I'm lucky to see him off a couple times.
My teleport's cooler.
I'm not teleporting. I'm jumping. Just wind carrying me forward. Alrighty, we got that squared away. Hallelujah. Alright, a dispirited Hanu. Talk to us, friend. You heard about the storm? I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and help the Dawn servant sent, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there's so much else that was lost for good.
Watch the feet be actually remaking the village.
It's...
That'd be impressive.
What is Wook doing?
I don't know.
Walk things.
She's looking at a broken building. The gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing.
Damn.
Ok!
Look.
Oklamat!
What you doing?
A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. The storm broke more than wood and reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more.
I'm curious. Like, would it just be more proper just to keep saying the full Wook Lamat, or would, like, in terms of, like, friends would be able to call her, like, Wook or Lamat, or, like...
Well,
I'm not sure how naming's...
Well, we know that Lamachi is a name typically employed by, like, close family or dearest friends. But she has not given us permission to use that name yet. Near as I can tell, you're just supposed to use the full Wook Lamat.
Okay.
As far as I can tell.
Because I remember, like, with, like, the Mikote, like, some... in, like,
Yeah,
in really close ones can nix the first letter, like Stola. Like some people just call it Stola.
Or how Alize and Kryl have taken to calling Graha Raha. That's not, you have to be really, really close to them and probably get their consent before you can do that. It's very presumptuous if you do it otherwise.
I'm pretty sure
and
if
very offensive.
we called Graha, he would pout.
All right.
Probably.
The dry and shrunken bundle suggests the reeds were harvested some time ago.
Hello, Fenrir.
Boat of woven reeds.
Boat.
Let me know when dialogue box pops up.
Dialogue is...
Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out.
They make bird boats. And reeds.
This boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered into bundles here and there. The plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the Hanu, then.
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way.
We ought to hurry over too.
Onwards we go.
You said this was what culture? Peru?
No, this one is, I think Brazil, but I might be wrong. I know this one's not the Peru one. Peru is, Urcopacha.
I don't know too much about Brazilian culture.
No
so
sign of Zorolja or that oversized lout.
Alright, I wait at dialogue box.
I await that Wook's line.
Okay. Count us down.
3, 2, 1, go!
How much easier it would be if Sorolja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Oh, hi, Connor.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
I'll be the big
Oh, fuck.
boastful it sounds. Hey, if you could trip and just drink some mud,
Ugh.
that'd be great.
You made it after all.
He's too big. He'd probably sink instead of slip.
All the better.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
I did not expect it to botanist.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly, exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Yeah, but you really think that
mercy
we're...
me! You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja.
Try to defeat the point and make the whole thing just go.
Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty,
Confidently put
then by
this
all
bitch
means,
down.
draw your weapon.
Yes, draw your blade. We'll be happy to put it down for you.
And put you down.
This contest is presided over by cowards.
Really?
There's no sport in fighting you.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The Feat of Reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
That guy really
So
is
what
just big dumb muscle in me.
The
Yes.
clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use. What of Little Miss Mittens? You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running. Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you.
I'm standing right here, you idiot.
These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
I'm gonna cut you in half. Try it. My scythe is thirsty.
Damn it! I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
So the feat is
Right.
to fix their
You're right.
poor harvest?
I won't win
It's to
against
find
that
the root
lumbering
cause and if
withdrawal
possible
by
solve it,
losing my
yes.
head.
Ah,
Yeah, Mika. She's smart. She knows things.
Kyra had stuff in botany. But she's not here. I like when we all just something that requires a brain, we all just turn to Mika and she's like, "What? I don't always have the answers."
I can probably find them, but that doesn't mean I have them on hand at all times.
We believe in you, Mika. You got this.
Boots.
Alright, Wook.
I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to find it. I'll make Bakul Jaja eat his words.
Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves, and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Erenville, would you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course, follow me.
And just know that until we eat the side when we eat it.
You know, that is a good question. We still haven't seen any of the other scions.
And we're presumably supporting the smart cat.
I would presume. I would hope that none of them are supporting the first one.
I highly doubt it.
But no, if anyone, yeah, Yustola most definitely is backing Guana.
Scholar's a scholar. And I believe Thancred and Orange are going to hard to do it, and Roja's going to get dragged to at some point.
Alright, Wook.
You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time.
Yeah. Fuck you will. Give me strength. Let all of us scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. But off she goes!
Look, what are we gonna do with you?
Please work out that you don't need to do it alone. Teamwork's fine. I lead it. A rule is only as strong as the people that surround themselves with.
I love how like they added like, oh, why can't I just take it by force? If you try, you're disqualified.
As Anu Halley described, the reeds appear wilted and unhealthy.
Hattie water.
The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. Mud. The soil in the paddies is as one would expect, rich in color and suitably moist, not dry nor flaky.
Not the soil, it's not the water. The lethargic frog. Anything you know about?
Frog.
Froggy! You little beastie with 4 legs! A small frog catches your eye. Strangely lackadaisical, it doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away.
Nope, yes. Frog.
That's odd.
Extremely.
Burp.
Torpedo! Oh, there is a tilt now.
Yeah. It's most prominent on chocobos,
Yeah.
but other mounts have it too.
Wook.
Wook.
Seen enough? I'll call everyone together and we can share our discoveries.
What have we got?
Well, what do we think? Any obvious problems?
The only thing we noticed was a frog that was kind of lazy.
I agree. The waters look to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted.
The frogs and insects are unusually torpid. They suggest the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain.
I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers. They've suffered a terrible tragedy, I know. There's another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe.
Drinking the water?
Go on.
The festival! This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. The last time I visited, the village was in the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hanu more joyful and alive. It's an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. So I say we help them put on their festival. Give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows? Maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution for the other.
Strange things happen. Yes, we have had stranger things. What stranger things?
Alright, that's what we say then?
Yep.
Stranger things have happened. It's kind of a weird leap, but fuck it, we'll run with it.
Right?
God, that smile, I love her so much! I fail to see the relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways.
True, and being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining.
I suppose.
Besides, this is Wuk-Lamat's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven from reeds that looks like a bird.
Oh, yeah, we found it.
Saw it.
In that big building to the north? Let's go and see it.
Besides, our soul's been doing weird and crazy things for the last 19,000 years. Kind of what it does. Volcano and
It's
grapes.
not unhurt.
There is much less debate when I'm traveling alone.
Mm-hmm.
He is not. Erenville's not really a people person, is he?
No, not really. He's the lone bunny.
Gathering things with Charlemagne and
It is.
bunnies on the moon.
I mean, there is some merit into this. If the people's spirits are low, then it can affect it can affect everything around them. Especially in a world that's so vibrant with ether, and we've seen what emotions can do in extreme states.
True, but that requires a heavier concentration of dynamis, which is almost entirely useless unless over very, very prolonged periods of time, because of just how oversaturated Aetheris is with ether. So.
The 12 took a while to become the 12.
Or it could, or something could be affecting their mood.
I mean, there is something in the war. They're all drinking the water now.
I don't think it's
That would be the most logical conclusion to come to.
But we checked it. Unless we get an alchemist to check it, then it's. I feel like it's more than just like a physical problem.
Yes, this is the float I remember. Does not appear somewhat damaged to you. We should take a closer look.
Inspect the festival float. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target a location, and examine it with buttons.
Yay, minigames.
Button.
I use a controller, so my button prompts are different from
To
yours.
me, is it missing an eyeball?
It's missing an eyeball.
Well, that's the first thing to look at then. Missing eye.
Oh dear. One of the bird's eyes seems to be missing a gemstone.
There's also a snapped thing down at the bottom.
Oh, the damage carrying.
Yes,
it
I
is
see.
snapped.
There it is.
Oh, that's definitely broken. How they lift this great big vessel without all the carrying pulls intact?
I love how small the zoom in and out feature on this is. It's like,
Up the tail feathers in the back.
I've seen it.
they look fucked.
These tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter when last I saw them. Well, I think we can all agree that the bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it?
Bruce Cano, what's going on here?
We were admiring your festival float. 'Tis a shame it's in such a poor state. Due to the recent storm, I gather?
Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings. No Ihihana.
Ihana! That's what the festival was called. I want to help you hold it.
Have you seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a harvest festival?
I know how it sounds, but giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy.
I want to turn to Dynamis Beast.
The role of festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need a... Hang on a second. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. We need Abakisha for the missing eye, Oyopo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. 2 of these I know. Abakisha is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment, and Oyopo wood is essential for crafting ceremonial instruments. These chosen feathers, however. The winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the farthest using wind magics. And that's something of a problem right now. We Hanu are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We're soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of the energies you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left innovated. And if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. I wager the float is actually a secret weapon for smiting the Hanu's foes!
That's such a Hildebrand deduction.
Right? What do we say?
It's an arcane device, clearly.
The float might also function as an arcane focus of some kind.
It does magic things. In other words.
We shall do the top one then.
Precisely what I was thinking. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind.
A focus? For what? Oh, Ihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds.
Yay, green magic.
We won't know until we try, but it's a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float? A tool for magic? This is the first I'm hearing of it. In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined the festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible.
If we accidentally make her read Primal, I'm quitting.
Nah, no primals.
I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes. And I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you.
I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I'll introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and the poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. Then allow Alize and I to acquire the feathers. We'll encourage the people of Okanu to gather and vie for the title of Winds Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. Alright, everyone's got a job.
The three of us will visit the shipwright then.
Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can, and the responsibility is mine, after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linuhanu.
Nice to meet you, Linuhanu. And certainly, let's all go together.
Certainly a unique way of going about fixing a harvest.
Thanks to Wook Lamont, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said for following one's instincts.
A coffer.
Das Boot. Das Boot.
It's not as good as my augmented boots.
Won't be. That will carry us for most of the expansion.
About half of it, yeah. Once we hit, like, level 96, we'll start needing to start upgrading. Alright, Linuhanu?
Yeah, it's not as good as the shit I've got on right now.
I await the dialogue.
Pardon me.
Looking at these boots. Thank you. Sorry. It's just, I'm just looking at these boots on me, and they expose their knees. Knees.
Show me. I wish to see.
We need to see the knees.
We need to see the knees. Your knees, your knees and your toes. How fun! I love it. I love it.
You Tommy really could say the knees there. Oh my god.
We are awful people.
We are awful people. You don't mind? Mine have freaking wings on the back of them.
I haven't tried mine on because I'm in a dialogue box.
Pretty sure yours will be the same as knees.
No, yours is the aiming set. Mine's a casting set, or healing set rather, which is similar to the casting set. Anyway, Linuhanu. The shipwright's name is Wokevu. He's a Jabral who only moved to Kozama Uka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor.
New emote.
A proper Hanu greeting? Oh, that one. Don't worry, I remember how it goes.
Well, then we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Okbekbe. Sorry, that was horrible. I'm sorry.
That was horrible.
To the east of here.
That was probably slightly.
Oh, absolutely, for which I apologize.
Hold on, I need to...
Mika has turned into Burb.
I have a burb.
Okay, the boots I got don't show off my knees quite so much, but they do show off my upper shins.
Only for knees. It's the knees.
Where'd you get that?
What, my bird?
No, not the bird. I know that's from an event.
Shop.
The freaking little...
Mod store.
Ah.
I mean, look at his little face.
It's got a face?
Look at Alpha. Little bird.
Oh yeah, Alpha. Right, okay.
Do all minions do that, or is it just like a few?
It's just Alpha.
It's just Alpha?
Is this a multi-seat mount? Can you get this, or is it just Alpha?
Oh
This
my
is the
god.
stupidest fucking thing I have ever seen.
Oh my god. Fly. I wish you could fly here. I just see what it would look like flying.
If I recall, like, Alpha kind of jumps up to his feet, points towards the sky, and sits down again.
Oh my god. That's adorable.
This is the stupidest and most unsafe possible way to ride this thing.
You know, I would have thought everything the other way around it would have gone, but no.
I figured it would be Alpha would be the one sitting back there, but no. Alpha gets to see. Mika gets the freaking just hold on.
This is
We all know who. We all know who's in charge here.
Well, you know, it's
usually it's Mika is the thing.
It's the relationship and it's the pet, so you know.
So who's the pet here, Mika or Alpha?
That's what
Alpha's the pet.
Are we sure about this?
I love this so much. I'm taking screenshots. There we go.
Oh my god! There's two Alphas.
Two Alphas.
Oh yeah, one of them's
Oh
mine.
yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you had a different menu
Hey,
now.
Thanatos, get where you belong.
Yes. Oh god. Oh, sweet god.
Adventure.
Oh my god, this is so stupid.
I love it so
Correct. It is stupid.
Can you imagine like seeing like an Ura or like a freaking Hrothgar in that?
I just love it Sid's theme playing because Sid made this like.
Oh my god. Or no, a Lalafell. Could probably just sit on the tire.
The thing is, I've seen Lalafell ride this thing, and it's a very small bike when they're riding it. So I'm wondering how that actually looks. If like, say, it's a Lalafell riding the bike,
and then an Ura.
You know, here's a funny thing. Apparently, for like the really big of the playable races, like the Rogadin and the Hrothgar males, I think they're actually thinking of having it be that Lalafells can just ride on their shoulders like their mounts.
Oh my god.
That's actually a thing they're thinking about adding so that you can just carry around your Lalafell friends.
that would be. I mean, they already made Lalafell only houses. It didn't shepherd this.
They did do that, yes. The Lalafell are the special children who get all the weird
They
stuff.
are the walking memes of this game.
I mean, to be fair, it would be neat for the Rogadin and the Hrothgar to get unique interactions, just so that they have something going for them aside from being big.
You know, I always wondered, like, what's the least played like race? Would it be
Elezen.
the Rogadin?
Like Elezen and Rogadin, I think, are the two.
Elezen? Really?
Long necks, man. Have you ever looked at their necks? Their necks are fucking long. They're giraffes.
Well, screw you guys then.
Hey, that's just the explanation that's on the internet. That doesn't mean I agree with it. That's just what everyone says.
Yeah, come to think of it, I do see very little of Elezen now that I think about it. Most of what I see are either cat girls, Rora, Sierra.
Surprisingly.
Look, let's just be real here. The Final Fantasy XIV community is notoriously down bad, and it is a reputation that is earned. Linuhane, let's talk to him.
Yeah.
This is Okwekbe, the village of Ol. Those who drift into Kazamauka from Tuliholol and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wokevu, he lives and works in the House of Waters High, at the top of that large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging.
Is Wook. So is Wook just like a added like name to it, like the letters with the Makote, because that's Wook Lamat, Wook Eve.
I don't know, honestly. What the fuck? No, pull out the bike.
You want to get on the bike? Okay.
It's your turn to be a fucking Uber.
Well, I can only see
Yeah,
one.
you two have fun with that. I'm gonna enjoy my dragon.
Away!
Don't listen to them, Ratha. They're just crazy.
Eat the current.
Eat the current, where?
We are
Where is
so
it?
fucking predictable.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I haven't
Get
even got all these
in
currents.
my belly.
But, you know.
Get in my belly.
Onward to adventure. This is a serious fantasy MMO story.
Damn it. Come on, Ratha, move faster. How are you so fast in that thing?
Because motorbike.
I
Oh, he's
believe
got a
this
horn.
next cutscene is voiced. I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
You think or you know?
It's been a bit, I think. I disabled auto advance.
Hmm?
It is voiced.
What do you want with me?
Alright. Let me know when you're at dialogue box.
Dialogue box.
Count down.
3, 2,
3, 2,
1.
1,
Go.
go.
Not confusing at all, guys. Thank you.
Well, Clamat, do your thing.
Right. The greeting.
Oh god. Oh no.
She's gonna fuck it up. She's gonna fuck it up.
Oh, Kali!
Oh, Callie.
She did it. Unless she was being trolled, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Oh. Oh no. He's
Got it!
Oh, Kali!
Oh, she got it right.
Good in his eye.
They're just standing there, holding their arms up at each other like a couple idiots.
Good. You brought your manners with you. When in Ukanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples
Correct.
who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth,
Heartfelt
of
dialogue
course.
with goofy
To
ha
live
music
together
playing.
means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before. You're Wu Clement.
Yes.
Oh, what an unexpected honor for old Wokevu. Here I am prattling on about manners.
Oh no.
And insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette.
I think this guy has a complex.
Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
Will not. Keep your
I
head.
will not.
I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, alright?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
How quick?
How?
Prompt.
Prompt.
Kyle's just like, what is this shit?
With sound effects.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you worked with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials.
Oh, then give me.
My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social
Oh, this
protocol.
guy.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry.
Oh my god.
It just turned so quickly.
I'm getting whiplash from this guy.
All right.
What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Soda. That education
Well,
just fucking guessed.
Maybe a little. It was just. Oh, it was just a guess.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo.
That way, it was Alphino's education, but you know.
We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola, or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
Go to the
That should save us some time.
Fetch quests.
All right then. Let's get moving.
Oh. Uh-oh. Wait, isn't that...
Seven of him. First promise, probably. Oh no. Okay.
No, it's a servant of him. Shit.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
You know, the sooner you try something, the sooner we can...
You're not even... He's not even trying. He's just stealing information.
Ihiana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out.
You know...
The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
You know,
He's doing more things than you are. You're just sitting around and waiting to glory steal.
That's exactly what he's doing. That should disqualify him right there. He's not even trying. He's literally just stealing from others. What kind of a leader is that?
At what point does he didn't even know what he wants to do? He just wants to be top dog because he's ego.
Can I please just cut him in half and be done with it?
That would not be good sportsmanship. That said, if he causes problems, by all means, kick him in his two dicks.
Oh, it's kind of inevitable, so just wait for the right moment and then give each head its own body.
Cave Kikitolas to the southwest of Okanu. We can return to the village first, then head there on foot.
I'm gonna buy some gadgets soon. I need to choose my mount. This will
Actually,
be
you know what? No,
dignified.
hold on. This will be faster. Oh!
Pew Pew is
Very
helping
dignified. It's very dignified there, Nee.
out. Pew Pew up at the left. I can say now. Ah, and the other one. Oh.
Alright, you goofy goobers. The Kryl.
God, this looks so undignified.
Look, Mika, we all know how you love being picked up by your scruff, but now it's not the time.
Cats do not love that. They actually really hate it. They just only go limp as a matter of trust because, like, it's a kitten thing.
Southwest of here, was it? Let us be on our way.
So what would Mika do to Thanatos if he did that to her?
Please stop.
To be fair, you'd have to find that scruff spot, and that's assuming that Mithra even come with it.
If she does, you know that Nia has found it.
Indeed, but you also know that cats can absolutely choose not to comply with the paralysis effect once they're adults. Like, I've had to scruff Maya once, and, like, she played along for a bit, and then she started thrashing about a whole bunch because she was getting sick of my shit. If a cat doesn't want to be scruffed, it will not be scruffed past a certain point. It only works indefinitely on kittens, because they don't know any better yet. It's just instinct. Okay.
Excuse me.
Hey! Hands off the idiot. Okay.
Alright. Cave Kikitola, as promised. Home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I'll conduct my own search out here. You can spot Ra Abokisha by its green-hued glimmer. Bring anything matching that description to me. I shall help scour the inside of the cave then. You take the west half, I'll take the east.
Earthenshire.
It was a different settlement entirely.
I'm just looking at the
We don't get to go there for a while.
There's also many fires. Oh dear. I sound called many fires. Eat the current.
Eat the current.
Eat the current.
Food. It's lunch. Nom nom nom
Get
nom 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 nom
in
nom nom nom
my
nom nom
belly.
nom nom.
Yum.
Okay, got it.
And Frico.
Now, I guess we gotta do these.
Shiny pebble catches my eye, but it's gray rather than green. Ow, fuck! Things!
Hey. Things and stuff. How annoying.
Boots and pants.
Found it.
Yep, got it.
Oh, which one? Okay, this one. Please.
They're just getting on their own fucking birds, okay. It occurs to me, I just realized, we still haven't fucking gotten married yet.
No, we keep doing.
We keep forgetting.
Yeah.
And that is a weird sentence to say with you actually getting married in a couple of years.
I'm about to say, let's hope that Emily didn't hear that.
Do you think she would take that in good humor? If you just declared, hey, hold on, I need to get married to my best friend guy.
Probably. Oh, God.
Ow.
Alright, I'll do my actions list because I think that's been really. Where I put it on my hotbar. Ah, there it is.
Okay.
I'll find something to put it on.
Zeno. I picked over the ground near the entrance, but found nothing. Did you have better luck inside the cave? Yes, Abokisha. Yes, this is Abokisha. Along with Cryo's contribution, we have more than enough for our needs. The stones you've brought shine very brightly. I thank you both. You would have been happy to know we're putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leader for this year's Ihana. But when the big storm hit, he did not survive. It fell to me to carry on in his stead. That was why you agreed to Wuklamot's request, despite your initial reluctance. Yes, It hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realize that the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me. And I will walk it, for myself and for my friend.
Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please, rest assured that we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together, and the Hanu shall host a splendid, uplifting festival.
That we shall.
With that, let us return and deliver the Abakisha into Wukevu's waiting hands.
How much you want to bet since we get all the materials or whatever? The big two-headed bastard's gonna jump us.
I'll put like 50 gil on that.
The thing is, that'd be his funeral.
Indeed. Oh.
Alright,
You seem to have a thing for fish.
Why do you keep attracting couples of them? There's like mated pairs who keep harassing us.
Well, you did mention marriage a second ago.
Honestly, gotta try out my new.
I don't think squidgy frog things have a concept of marriage. They just breed.
You don't know that.
I mean, I don't, but I can. It's a relatively safe assumption based on what I do know. I mean, hey, if I'm proven wrong and these frog things do have weird ass wedding rituals, by all means, I'm happy to be proven wrong. But insofar as I can tell, they just breed and then move on. Tadpoles.
I'm having the prelude play all majestically while we're being chased by beetles.
I don't even fucking have mount music on at this point.
And even back when we started this, you said you turned it off.
I prefer listening to the zone music. That being said, the non-chocobo mount music in Final Fantasy XI, the non-chocobo mount music is fucking nightmarish. Mostly because Tom keeps singing along to it. It's a fucking earworm. If you looked at the out of context D&D quotes video I did, there it is. If you listened to the, if you watched that video I did showing some of our out of context quotes, the music playing in that was actually the non-chocobo mount music from FF11.
You put that as the music specifically because I can't sing it.
Yes. Next time I do one of those videos, which I do not know when I will, but next time I do, I won't be using that music. I'll use something else. And I doubt I'll do the goofy, snarly voice that I did on my first pass. I don't know why I did my voice like that the first time. I was just sleepy as hell. And I just kind of decided to do the voice like that. I kind of regret it in retrospect, but it seems to have worked, but I'm not going to do it that way again. What's an orgy, Kupo?
We have a few good ones since then as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm keeping tabs so that I can eventually make another video out of it, because that one actually did rather well algorithmically. All right. Thanks to the third promise and her mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Oyupo. What of the Apokisha? Here we go.
One rock.
Rocks! Yes, these are excellent samples. A goodly quantity, too. At this stage, you've likely surmised that the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow, but not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes to plan, the result should be spectacular. Now, to get to work crafting these pieces for the float, I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to enhance Oyopo's conductivity.
Then I'd be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Okanu. We'll join you at the float once the work here is completed.
I don't like leaving you alone.
And she's small. And then what's the she could be mad because
I mean, I'm just with the threat of in the back of my mind of that one fucker just waiting. Yeah, that one.
Jaja, she's had a fill of getting kidnapped by assholes. Once.
Yes, but she's still new with her abilities, and she's not used to fighting.
Don't underestimate Cryle. She can handle herself. Have some confidence.
She got her job changed for a reason.
Yeah.
I actually got Pictomancer with Kyra. I haven't had like any dungeon time with it, but I took it to like a striking dummy, and my god, it's so versatile.
I'm given to understand that as of right now, it is just straight up the highest DPS in the game.
Yes. It has beaten Black Mage, and it is a lot more fun than Black Mage.
Isn't it given to you
I
by
mean, to be fair, it's not hard to be more fun than Black Mage. It's also remarkably easy to be more fun than Monk. I know for a fact I've just pissed off a lot of people, but I do not care. It's the truth. Monk is boring.
I will agree that, yeah, leveling up Monk was kind of boring.
Yeah, Monk is always the one I do last, simply because I can't fucking stand Monk. It's so boring.
I've honestly tried.
I love the aesthetic, but I don't like how it plays.
I've honestly tried a good chunk of pretty much every job. The only ones I really just can't bring myself to try is Scholar and Black Mage.
Rosa is obsessed
I don't really want to fuck with Scholar, mostly because it just feels redundant. I already have Summoner.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to play Scholar, it feels weird because like it's already fully leveled, but I don't know what any of the buttons do.
But I wanted to say to this, I'm not saying anything bad about Scholar, because I technically can't.
You better not test books.
Well, that
I like books.
Well, that and my
books are good.
that and Mystic kind of mains Scholar, so I can't really say anything bad about it.
No, these videos go up on YouTube, so unless Tom is a bro and cuts out this whole section, you cannot badmouth that. Oh, yeah, no.
Honey, I'm not saying anything bad about Scholar. These guys are lying.
All right, what Clement?
See, they laugh maniacally.
Of course I do. You know me. Now, gathering the Oyopo was a trial in and of itself. At first, Wokevu criticized everything I did. Then he would suddenly yell, "I've spoken ill of the third promise and must punish myself," and proceeded to slam his head into an Oyopo tree.
With that horn.
I told him not to worry about it, and again, and it was like snuffing out the candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen to the pose and the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the new feathers from the twins. Ba-da-ba-da-da. The lifting of wings! We should get some rest before the excitement begins. Gotsu!
Ambush!
Disabling text auto advance. Wait, no, hold on. This.
It is not worst.
It is not. Okay, gossipers. I can never actually tell at a glance if they're supposed to be masculine or feminine with these things, sadly. So just generic voices it is.
They ain't mammals.
Yep. Over there, by the float. Isn't that the third promise? Then the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihana. The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but does she honestly believe that will be enough to save our harvest? The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the field before leaving Okanu altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Kona out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reeds, something about what needs to be done. Is that so? Perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand.
That harvest, I wonder if he's going to burn the crop.
That or try to get them to rotate them or something.
That sounds like Arcona. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up a solution.
Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready.
Indeed. As soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin.
It took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers.
You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feathers sailing for miles. We had a turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Erenville's twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot.
I am a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training.
That one's embarrassed.
As for us, we've brought the wood and gemstone replacements crafted by Wokevu. All that's left is to attach them.
Has it been decided who will ride the float?
Papa was the guest of honor the last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with his hulking weight on top of it.
The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn Servant. This time, however, I have another in mind.
Oh? Who is it?
Anything.
You!
Our beloved Ihihana, the lifting of wings, is only being held because of you and your companions. Thus do I nominate you, Wooklamot, as our guest of honor.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, man, pretty good.
This boat won't make me seasick, will it?
It's not at sea.
I don't think so.
Look, you get.
Then weigh anchor. I cannot then refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float.
Thank you, Wooklamot.
Look, if you get sick on a boat like this, then
You
have
got
Dragon
problems.
Slayer in
That
there or
is
something.
more than just seasickness. That's a straight up motion sickness. But anyway, I have rules for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kozanaokli. Let me see if I... Kozanuakli. Ki, not li, ki. Kozanuaki. Where the sacred likeness of Kijai. Look, I'm just trying to get these pronunciations right, okay? I don't think these are real things on Earth, but they might be. This little game does draw a lot from Earth. I'm trying my best here, okay?
Mhm.
You're entrusting me with doing the voices and non-voiced cutscenes. I want to try and get the pronunciation right. Kijai is ensconced. What I'd like you to do is clear the path of dangerous wildlife so that the procession can move along unimpeded. Consider it done. You expect me to sit still until Wokevu is finished with the float? Let me come along and help with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much one for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist Wokevu with the repairs. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead you across the bridges to the Stride of the Sun. Then we shall see to clearing it end to end.
Yeah, I get to kill things.
Yes. Yeah. Expect me to pause a lot when saying the names here. This is an expansion that is very fascinating culturally, but I'm not accustomed to the names. Klamat. Alright.
As Linuhanu said, Kozanaaki should be down this way, then off to the east when the path branches. Then something about bridges and the Stride of the Sun. Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've killed all the threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of Kijai.
There's two rocks up there, look like the two heads of the Dawnstone.
Kind of vaguely, now that you mention it, yeah. At least from this angle. There's more than just two rocks, but... Kind of get past this tree here and it's like four of them.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Probably not intentional, but still good catch.
Alright, that's us. Dinner time.
you just say dinner time?
Hey, this is his idea of fun.
Turtle!
See? That's not pressure. Look how excited he is. He's like a kid. No fair.
But
I can't do that. Unless...
the most mobile of the melees doesn't have teleport.
I have this now. Let's do that. It's fine.
Also about 30 levels too low to be safe. And your peloton turned off when your job changed.
Shush.
Bird.
Burp.
Heartbreak shot is slightly overkill.
Forward! Mama! Ooh.
Atas. Good one.
What? What? Oh.
He resisted me for a moment. Oh, hey, Look's been busy. I know
Yeah, she has?
That's why he's strong.
Damn. Atta girl.
Yeah, she's a good fighter.
She does have that. Now is she as strong as the first promise, though?
Oh, Alfie's also been busy. Playing frogs.
As he does.
Don't
Where
try
is
to
it?
fool an expert.
Where is Ali's at?
Probably nukes entire nest or something by now.
Huh. Just pops a Vermilion Scourge.
Oh, absolutely. She does not play.
Oh, Ocelots.
That looks like a Coral.
Probably just another breed of Coral, really.
Yeah,
I do like. They're a lot more colorful.
Yeah.
How about that, Jose? Getting cats.
Yep, and killing corals just like us. Pay no attention to the guy on the dragon. Birds.
Alright, that book's line.
Yep.
Ah, you were a step ahead of us.
As always.
This must be the likeness of Kijai, the Hanu deity of the harvest.
Deity?
I don't like talking to deities.
I was half expecting a flying whale! Can we say that one? Can we?
Sure, yes, let's do it.
I was half expecting a flying whale. A whale? Why a whale of all things? Anyway, it said that Kijai here was worshipped on another continent. This ancient faith was then brought to Tural by the first Hanu. The Hanu migrated here from another continent. Then mayhap the two do share a common ancestor.
Well, that was obvious.
This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Linuhanu? He'll want to know the path is safe for the procession. Right, and I need to ride the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here.
She's gonna puke all over that boat.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
I don't like that there's idea of a deity here.
Yeah, that always makes sense.
Meanwhile, in Olkanu,
Oh no.
I believe this cutscene suddenly transitions to voice.
Hello, asshole.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
All right, I'm at dialogue. We ready?
I am there.
Count down.
3, 2, 1, go.
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Very well, if that's what you want.
Drastically evil shit, isn't he?
He kills somebody in this village and is... Look. Kick his ass. Oh, that's not good.
I put everything into that blow.
Not weak.
And he didn't even
The better
really try.
for you to understand
That's
the
not good.
gulf between us. But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Ratas, is all yours.
Yes.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all
Literally
together,
has no idea who
if
he's
you
dealing
like.
with the sounds.
We
Killed the
Dude.
gets me of despair.
we literally killed Despair. We killed Xenos.
Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts.
Gnats!
Lucky for you. Eh?
Deluded bud.
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
She was
Talk
buried,
to us,
that's it.
Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
She didn't even
More
hair.
than that to kill me. So,
To be fair, that was a very
we
scary
having this
situation
festival
for,
or not?
basically just a regular old civilian.
True.
Makes sense to be a little rattled. Oh, look
Yes.
at that smile, that award-winning
we
smile
are.
on that bird's face.
I I really, really, really wanted to cut him. Please let me go cut him.
You'll get the chance.
One day. One day.
I will mount those heads over our fireplace.
I'm pretty sure that might be considered a war crime because he is a sentient creature.
And what he was about to do was a war crime?
Doesn't justify us repaying that in kind. Anyway.
Down by. Look, we'll let you kill him, but what happens after will be the locals deal with.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We kill bad guys. We don't make a habit.
He is a bad guy.
He is, yes, but that doesn't mean we make a habit of mutilating their corpses for the lulz. We're not savages. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-head, I may as well have not been there at all. Nonsense! You stood your ground and brought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave. Lifting of wings. Knowing the Hanu Hanu. Talking to Wukevel. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. And yeah, if you look at it, it looks much nicer.
Noticed.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the tail. It's very bright.
Very bright.
Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary.
Oh, Hakali! See? I remember.
Lordy.
Oh, Kali.
Oh, Hakali.
Oh, fuck.
It now does. You have to be social.
You know, this reminds me of when I was taking Mystic and some of our friends through Shadowbringers.
I don't know how this happened, but this is concerning.
That is very concerning. Your deer has been impaled.
You
You all remember that quest in the Land of the Fairies where you had to basically call out the Feoul using the say thing?
Yes.
They found that very annoying because you have to be
It is
very
very
careful
annoying.
how you type it. They also don't like Scottish Pixie Mom.
No?
Blasphemy.
No.
They just don't like her.
No, that's nice, but fuck.
Ow, I need to do this. I need to do it in the say.
Why?
Oh,
There you go.
There we go.
Howdy. There it is.
Oh, Hakali! Thank you for letting me know. I'd very much like to attend the festival, but the repairs should be finished as soon as possible. Oh, what to do? Oh, Hakali! The festival is about to begin? What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there! Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of wings is tradition, and a joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready.
Yeah, well, it's hard quitting everyone to go, no, we can't go, and then we have a whole thing like that. Right.
I cannot be on my mount to do that. Oh, Kali! What? The float is fixed. Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihihana will soon be underway. That they would have wanted us to honor them with celebration, not let their loss deter us from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. Just realized Wukevu's tail is remarkably thick.
I can't see his tail from where I am.
The Hanu were pleased to hear their festival was going ahead, I imagine. That is well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. Taco. Disabling text auto advance until we can sync up.
So few have come.
Alright, I'm at Wook's line.
Yep. I am also at Wook's line.
Countdown.
Countdown.
Who's counting us down?
Okay, I was waiting for Hayden. 3, 2, 1. Proceed.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so. Ukevu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Look at that strained smile.
Off we go.
It's like, uh-oh, I'm worried I might get seasick or something.
Does she get airsick?
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest, but this is not its only meaning. It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think
I did this
of
cutscene the
dropping
first time
her.
it was night. It's got a very different atmosphere to it. Unless it suddenly shifts to night again. Let's see.
Yeah, please don't drop her.
Ready and...
I could get used to this.
They walk so awkwardly with it.
It's by design. They're like dancing as they walk.
Will empty belly stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
Yo, that begs the question, how the hell did they get that big-ass motherfucker to ride
Right,
that?
we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Oh.
Great determination.
Or was he always that big?
I mean, two heads tend to get pretty big. And we know he was pretty big even back then, because like Bakul Jaja's age. And Bakul Jaja's about the same size as Galul.
Swear to God, if this thing turns into a primal, I'm leaving.
No. That requires an abundance of crystals that are not here.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
About that.
Ether.
Yeah, wasn't it? It requires ether, not crystals. Oh god.
The float draws upon our life force,
This ain't the salmon.
concentrating and amplifying the energy. Kishaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the
Kishaihi,
land
that's how it's
to
pronounced. Okay.
replenish its vital currents.
Patties.
Oh.
Boom!
Oh!
Fuck time! We have rapid accelerated growth.
I really thought Corona wasn't coming back to the planet for us.
It worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible!
Yeah, it didn't fix all of them.
No.
Still that patch over there.
Well, we'll be something to come, I guess. And wherever the
Maybe.
fuck it's still.
Maybe the other one will fix that one.
Hey. Wook Lamont, talk to us, girl.
Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by the festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please, feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished.
Now, where's the other one?
Disabling until we're synced up.
Oh. Okay. Disable.
It's happy.
Wook is very happy. She did good.
Yeah.
Why didn't this one work?
It was such a weird, harebrained idea. It actually worked.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
Okay, I'm on
All
that.
right, I'm at her line.
I am also at our line.
All right, 3, 2, 1, proceed.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognized the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper. We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater.
I don't know.
Hey there, cat bro.
Connor!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
All right, let's see him do his thing. Love all the subtle eye movements they do now. It's great.
Let's see what some Charlian brilliance has cooked up, shall we?
Not the same results.
We did more of it.
We'll see it first.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
Yes, Alpha, no, we know. You're smart.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies.
Archon allies?
Stola.
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
Can't deny it was efficient.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Both your methods still work.
Your approach was no less effective, Wooklamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
And you didn't get seasick.
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little.
God, his
about the
tail is
reeds,
thick too.
about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you
Plus
have
that his tail is
exceeded
big more than the fur is
expectations.
just bushy.
Come forth and claim your stones.
So second and third have stones from here. See, the big bully has nothing. And the first is nowhere to be seen.
So don't they need all the stones to get into the City of Gold?
Yeah.
Yes.
I imagine big and dumb would probably try and bully his way in.
So this is what they look like.
Go on, set it in the tablet.
Second one, anyone had to just stolen.
A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more.
And off he goes.
And on to the next.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawn Servant, of course.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
You know, it strikes me that Wok and Kona would balance each other out.
These are interesting times indeed.
You're getting that vibe too, are you?
Like,
Because
two
both
heads.
of them do have a point.
Like the
Adding
the
new
head of resolve
culture-
and the head of wisdom.
Actually, does make a whole lot of sense. Oh, speaking of two heads.
The
That has
concoction
neither
was brewed by
result
Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents. Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
So he's literally just going to cheat his way to the top.
Pay attention to what he said.
If we must win, to win we must.
Indeed.
I do agree, like, Kona and her will like balance with each other. Or maybe they can like
sense like they're the two kind of split by the scions, split down the middle, and the
Anyway.
two-headed thing. One being
Anyway,
wise,
Wook Lamont.
one being a bit of a reckless one.
Yeah, I mean, in either event, if either of them win, things are pretty well off, as long as they each take the others like an honest advisor or something like that.
honestly, why not? I still think both of them could be leader.
Maybe. Anyway, Wook Lamont.
My journey has just started, and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wook Evu, for one, he's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. And Linuhanu, it warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend Rihihana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited thinking what else I might meet, who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Jabal Tai.
Why do I get the feeling that for the merchant people, we're going to be dealing with the other one?
Wizardalgia?
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense narratively. Introduce us to one, then introduce us to the other.
One.
Yeah.
Like, let's say Conan is a good dude. He just could have a little more respect for, like, other people's cultures.
I mean,
like, I get.
That is his failing, I think. Yeah, like he's efficient, but kind of dismissive of culture.
He's also not
You
very
see-
sociable because he's
But he's a scholar. That's to be expected.
But that's also why Ban sets her up, because he's incredibly smart, wise, and kind of knows all these things, where Wook isn't very studious, but he's very personable. And,
Indeed.
action-oriented.
Alright, just waiting on Hades to get over here.
I'm a coming.
Damn right you are.
What?
Wook.
And just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march onwards to Urkopacha.
Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your opportunistic Pelu friend has to say.
I'm level 93.
I'm level 90.
I'm still 90.
To Urkopacha.
I've been waiting for what feels like days, and eaten enough of Brookeville's tacos to feed an army. What is it you'd like to know?
Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Urkopacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way?
That is indeed the way to Urkopacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me.
Alpacas. Maybe we can learn why Wook hates them so much.
Because I'm pretty sure one just spat on that, because that's what they kind of do.
I'm kind of hoping it's a little more than that.
Anyways, when you're a kid, something that happens, it gives you phobias.
I used to have a phobia of the Sims 1 launcher jingle.
Why?
I loved playing The Sims, but I would scramble to hit the play button as quickly as possible when the launcher came up, because for some reason the launcher music scared the shit out of me. Hades over here.
When I was like about single digits, I had a Rugrats game, and the game over screen was like the PS1 distorted sound of them crying. That scared the shit out of me when I was like 5.
Oh my god.
What? And when I was in my single digits, I was terrified of the Windows startup screen. Not even that, just like booting it up, the black screen with the white text. For some reason, I thought a zombie would pop out and eat me.
Have either of you seen The Brave Little Toaster?
I have. Love that movie.
2 scenes scared the crap out of me as a kid. The scene where the air conditioner exploded, and of course the clown scene.
What about the junkyard?
I was more jamming out to the song than anything.
Too busy vibing to realize there was a massacre going on.
Hey,
anyway,
watch Warship Down.
I have not, but I've heard that one is not for children at all.
It's marketed.
You're not sure that's a children.
Like
There is blood and death and suffocation and genocide.
Oh no, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Anyway, may I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca. Aww.
Fluffy. Looks just like no.
These animals can traverse Urkapacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them.
So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea?
Alpacas are native to Yogg-Tural. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities, and where it is not needed anyway?
But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you're not fond of alpacas. When I was small, and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see.
God damn it.
What do they like to ride?
Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle.
You're really doing this, then?
So, was my information useful to you?
Yes, very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear.
Good. I'll take my payment now.
You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me.
God, if Lolorito comes into contact with these people, they're all like...
The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties.
Okay, I like Lolorito.
Here you go. A fair price for your fair advice. Yes! I made the trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. I better not get spit on again.
Just don't piss at all.
You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they.
I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Urkapacha, then that's what we'll do.
Damn it.
What?
I wanted there to be something more than just, oh, it spit on me.
Traumatizing childhood memory.
I guess.
And again, it stinks. And she's a lion. She's probably got a really strong sense of smell, so it's even worse for her.
I've dealt with llamas, which is pretty much the same thing, but less fluffy. It's the, yes, I know how much they smell.
Beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal.
This is probably my favorite zone in the expansion.
This reminds me of the
100 peaks of time.
This is Peru.
Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda
does not remind
to
you
disturb
of
the
the steppe.
summit's serene majesty.
A little bit, but this is mountainous.
Yet,
the steppe
with
was a
that
steppe.
flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
Bless you.
Thank you. Ooh, that's a high mountain.
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
I wait at Wook's line.
Yeah, disabling auto advance until we get there. I'm not there yet.
Okay. Waiting.
All right, now I'm here.
3, 2, 1, go!
The air is so crisp and clear.
Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som Al.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Oh? Do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wook Lammat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here, of all places. But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watrunpelo.
Truly, I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Urkopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Sign me up.
And it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliolal. Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas.
Thank God Estinians.
They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily
Buzzer.
charmed.
The lie buzzer.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Thank God Estinians not here.
Watrunpelo's down the
Estinian's
path!
not here.
Off the main road!
Better
Don't
use
get
it
lost!
Lammat is.
They're everywhere. I mean, Estinians in the
It's
nation.
right there.
They're everywhere. You know Estinian has run into them at some point, right?
Oh, no.
Right, I'm gonna go grab the ether right there, but then I want to be right back. I want to grab myself something to eat.
I was gonna say it is getting close to 1 a.m. my side.
So, I mean, we've made some good progress, and we still have tomorrow.
We got. So tomorrow we want to tackle this zone and maybe the inevitable dungeon at the end of it.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
Possibly.